went sleep, or tried to go sleep, should I say. Woke up in the morning, I was tired, fam. I must not have slept well in it. Again, woke up. I wouldn't want to use the word depressed, because that's a bit of a deep word, but how did you find it?
Draining.
I didn't feel scared though, because again, I think because I was planning though, I kind of felt ready, if anything, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't do that, I probably would have been shitting it a bit. I feel like I may have get deep like you were at their first performance in Brum. And when I read that message, but I started to kind of bawl, you know. I wasn't like bawling, but like tears were coming to my eyes, but it just made me feel, I felt like ready though. Like, you know, when you're on the treadmill and you're running, like I was like, yo, I'm gonna body this.
Yo, Curtis.
Yo, people, welcome back to Convos with Curtis. Today, I'm with a good friend of mine. He goes by the name of DJ DayDay. Mm-hmm. You definitely know who he is by now. Mr. One Extra, Mr. King of Events.
Come on, man, I love
DJ
DayDay. I can't even sing that myself. You know, the vocals don't reach that far.
I reckon I could sing it a bit still, but I'm not going to try.
Yeah, you got some vocals on him still. He was singing before the podcast.
It's my job. How are you, bro? How's things? How's life?
Bro, things are going well, man. I can't complain right now. I feel like, yeah, man, everything's just falling into place, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting God do what he needs to do, bro. I'm just following the plan. So yeah, life's good right now, man. I'm able to feed myself, feed the fam, and just help people around me. So
I just want to start by congratulating you on your success, because
love my boy.
It was a long time coming where you said to me from the start, I'm going to get to One Extra. I'm going to get to One Extra. Who from Birmingham is going to reach One Extra if it isn't me? We had that conversation.
It's mad because you're saying this off camera, you know, and I was like, I don't remember saying that, but it sounds like something I would say, because I don't know, that's just, yeah, man, I just feel like realistically when it comes to like locally, Birmingham or whatever else, you know, I've been doing the mic thing, I've been doing almost like putting out my personality, you know what I'm saying, DJ and everything, and I just thought, realistically, it just makes sense if it would be me, and I think that's why I have it. I had it on my vision board and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just part of my vision, which I felt like made sense, and obviously it came true. So
yeah,
grateful still.
Big up yourself, because you did it, bro. You set the goals and you did it. But just before we get into all of that, because that's a whole different conversation, I want to roll it back a few years and talk about how you got into DJing and where your DJ journey started.
Yeah, man. Started way back when I was probably in like year 6, I believe. It's mad because I wish there was like somebody recording me at that time, or you know, like if you had some photos from
on the Kanye one,
yeah, or just somebody was just documenting my life. I don't know, man. But I believe I was about, I don't even know the age, but year 6 in it. So let's say 10. My cousin, he had decks in his yard. These times it was like vinyl and that. So whenever my mum would go to my auntie's, I'd go straight into my cousin's room, and he used to spin like grime and garage and that. It was them. Like I remember he had the Eskimo beat. Boom, 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 boom. Like it had all that, you get me? So I was young and that, and I was thinking like, bro,
some people watching this won't even remember that.
Yeah, they won't even remember that.
Oh, you've definitely got to be a 90s baby to know about that.
Big tune. So yeah, man, I remember I was just fascinated. I was looking at what he was doing, and he was showing me like putting the needle on the vinyl, and sometimes you have to put a little 2 pence on there as well so the needle don't jump and all this stuff, and I was just fascinated. And then yeah, from there, like when I was in school and stuff, there was like a workshop in it, a DJ workshop. So straight away I entered that because I was already interested in it. So man then started to learn more. Obviously at this point it was like CDJs now, and no laptop on it, and yeah, and then obviously
12-inch vinyls.
Yeah, bro, it was the CDJs, but with them CDJs, it was the old Pioneer decks though that you couldn't even wheel up.
Yeah, I was gonna say wheeling
up was just press play and cue and tempo slider. That's it.
Do you remember the tempo buttons?
Tempo buttons.
Did you go back that
It might
far?
have even had that one, bro.
There was no pitch fade out. It was just the buttons to slow it down or speed it up.
It might. I can't remember the name of the
After
decks,
the podcast,
yeah,
I'm a
it might have been one of them.
You remember the buttons?
Yeah. So friggin' yeah, man. I was doing that. That was like for 6 weeks. So I really enjoyed that. And then obviously at the end of it, you got to basically play out like the school party and stuff. So I was chosen as one of the people. And I remember the teacher. He was actually my PE teacher, Mr. Ruffra. Big up yourself if you're watching this. He was saying, yeah, so go home. I want you to like download your songs or get your songs together and make a playlist. You know what I'm saying? Of what you're gonna play at the school party. So them times Funky House was just a mad thing in it. Like Temper T Next Hype was probably the biggest tune. Like
Are You Gonna Bang would have been there as well.
Are You Gonna Bang? All of them tunes was
you
just
allowed to
going
play that
off.
one in school though?
Yeah, man, played whatever. I can't even remember what I played, I'll be honest with you, but I do remember I played Next Hype, Temper T. And again, it's still vague memories, and I have a
Yeah.
picture of it as well, which we might even show up on the somewhere.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that. You know, the teachers in the corner listen to that thing.
Literally, like I played the Temper T next hype, and everybody just going mad.
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
mad. It was it's like, get out of the car, and all my brothers
Yeah.
just jumping around. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
yo. So I'm looking and I'm getting goosebumps, and I'm thinking, raw, like I couldn't even wheel it. Like I said, like I didn't even know how to wheel at that point. You get me? But I'm just standing there, like just looking around, thinking, oh my god, I've done this. Like,
Yeah.
And I think it was from there, like I must have thought, okay, this is something that I feel like I want to do more of, or want to feel that feeling again. Do you know what I'm saying? So then went home, over the years or whatever. Then I said to my mum, like, can you buy me like a DJ controller for Christmas? I want to basically get into a new hobby, which is obviously DJing. And then got the DJ controller, and I was just practicing. Had my laptop, just mixing tunes together. And then when I thought my mixing was good, then I started to make mixes. So my first ever mix was in November 2011. That was a Bashment mix as well. So obviously BM Vibes Cartel, BM Movado. Around that time as well, Bashment or dancehall or whatever, it was just a mad thing, innit? See all them tunes that we play, like the Can't Let Go,
yeah,
baby. All them tunes are coming out, but it was new though.
Yeah.
So like it's mad because them tunes still bang now,
Timeless
you know
music.
what I'm saying? Like
It's timeless.
all of them tunes, man, at Gallus, all of that was
Yeah.
going off back then. So I put out that mix on YouTube and I was promoting it on Facebook, and the mix was doing numbers, bro. Like mix was going up to like 100,000 views and that. And I'm thinking, Ross, like people are fucking with it. So I started making more. And yeah, that's kind of how my name kind of got around, you know what I'm saying? And then I stopped making mixes for probably about a year because YouTube then started to block my mixes because of copyright in it. So I was a bit like, I was a
that
bit
era was
disheartened,
mad.
like,
Yeah.
that was removing my mixes.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, what do I do now? And then I feel like it's mad because I know that you're going to be talking to Rusky soon. I feel like I think it was at a house party or something, and somebody was playing Rusky's mix on SoundCloud, and I was like, oh, I didn't know about SoundCloud. I just knew about YouTube. I was like,
Yeah, he was the man of that era.
So
there.
he already been done his
capitalised on
thing.
that. Yeah,
he already
properly.
been doing this. He was doing his thing on SoundCloud from before I even started. So I was like, oh, okay. So this is where the DJs are uploading their mix, and then I started SoundCloud and I started uploading on there. That was 2014. So yeah, that's kind of the beginning of the journey, basically, and just being consistent in it.
Yeah. What numbers did you reach on SoundCloud back then? Because SoundCloud was booming back then. Can you remember?
I can't really remember like specific numbers, but yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. A couple thousand maybe.
Yeah.
But again, it just started building up. And I think within like maybe a year and a half, or even 2 years, I had like 1 million, like not on one mix, but I had like 1 million streams or plays or whatever. So it was definitely kind of a growth thing. I feel like that was the beginning of the growth of SoundCloud, I think anyway, around 2014, 13 times.
Yeah. What was your first booking? Can you remember your first booking, your first proper booking?
Yeah,
Not the school one.
Well, we could probably call this my first proper booking, to be fair. My sister runs an event, which is a LGBTQ event called Urban Slag. Slag standing for straight, lesbian and gay. And she basically put me onto the event, innit?
Yeah.
So them times I was 17.
That's been going for a long time.
It's been going for
Yeah,
years now, probably like 12 years or something. Because I first started playing there when I was 17, innit? So I wasn't even old enough to play there. But she'd seen what I was doing. She seen I had an interest in DJing, and she was like, "Day, come like play at the beginning of my event," innit? Like, she's like, get there before 10. So I had to get there early before security got there and that, you know what I'm saying? Squeeze me in and that. And I'm there with my little I got another picture of this, so pictures are gonna be on the screen, all over.
now.
Yeah, they're on the screen right now. I've got my little DJ controller, I got my BlackBerry and that. This is how far back it is. I got my BlackBerry and I got a pack of Skittles. You get me? Just to keep me going, you know what I'm saying?
Your rider there.
Yeah, that's my rider. So I was literally playing to not really many people just coming in, but that was like my first booking, my first few bookings, to be honest. And then my first like actual club booking, I got booked at what's now called Milano in Brum. But obviously back then, I can't remember the name of it back then, but I don't know if you call that the first club booking.
I don't even know what that was before Milano.
It was like a restaurant, innit?
Like
Well, obviously it's still a restaurant
bar
now,
vibes.
but yeah, it was like a different. It didn't look like how it does now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the first actual club booking, but that was the first time I played in Arcadian, knowing it was. I think it was somebody's party or something like that. No, tell a lie. It was Troy. Do you know Troy Hummus?
Yeah.
His name Troy Hummus from
I know who you're on about.
from Cherry
Yeah,
Lips
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He was doing an event there. Yeah, that's right. He was doing an event and he booked me there. And then I started playing in Bamboo, and then I started playing in Gatecrasher. So
And you started playing everywhere.
then I was all over.
Yeah. And it's not stopped since, really.
Back to back, bro. To be fair, nowadays I'm still playing out, but I'm not as much though. Naturally, like
Are you trying to keep it more exclusive?
I would say so, and I think not everybody can afford the price now. You know, which is okay though. I'm fine with that because I don't have to do as many bookings as what I was before. Before I used to try and do, you know, sometimes I have about 3-4 bookings on a New Year's Eve. I can't even enjoy New Year's Eve like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just running around. Like now, I'd rather just do one booking on New Year's Eve, let's say, or you know, a booking every other week, which I don't mind because it still allows me to do other things in it. So, do
you remember the first time we met?
Actually, I don't think I do. You know,
you will when I tell you.
You've got a good memory, though. So just refresh my memory, and I'll probably.
I've got a terrible memory, but I remember what's important.
Okay,
but
you're making me feel like it's not important because I can't remember.
You're making me feel unimportant.
that's what I'm trying to get at. So okay, you tell me the story, and I'm gonna try to remember.
I remember it because it wasn't nothing to do with you. It was my first booking. No, I'm joking. But my first proper booking was a place called PSG.
PSG. I remember that. That's like really cool.
Me and you got booked for a private party there.
You see, my memory is so bad.
Do you know why I remember?
Why?
Because I forgot my Control CDs.
Okay, and I had to borrow them.
No.
What
I sent my friend flying back to my house quickly to get the Control CDs because you was on after me. I was the backup dancer. But I was stressed, bro. But that's the first time we actually met.
I feel like I briefly remember still. Like I briefly remember, but I kind of don't at the same time.
It wasn't that important.
That would have been a long time ago, bro.
I want to, probably 10 years ago.
And I think I've only ever played at that venue once, so it must have been that time. You know what I'm saying? I remember playing there, but it must have been that time.
At what point did you pick up the microphone? Because I feel like this was a niche of yours.
Yeah.
Everyone was DJing, everyone's spinning the same tunes, everyone's gassing the crowd up, and then you picked up a microphone.
That was the first time I think was actually when I had my first international booking in Germany. So that was 2016. Again, obviously, I was just putting out the mixes and whatnot. Bear in mind, I says that I'd done the SoundCloud thing done the YouTube thing from 2011. Then went on SoundCloud 2014, and I was just making mixes back to back to back. 2016, now I had a message from somebody on Facebook, a promoter, I can't remember his name to be fair, promoter from Germany saying, yes, DayDay, I've been listening to your mixes. I really want to book you in Germany, blah, blah. I'm thinking, looking at my phone like, this must be a joke. Like, is this like spam or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm messaging back saying, like I'm interested or whatever, and then basically secured my flight and my hotel and for me to DJ. So man was gassed. Obviously when I got there, because they made a big thing out of it, like, yo, DJ DayDay from the UK, I'm all up on the flyer. I'm thinking, shit, I'm going to have to do a mad thing now, you know, like my first time ever playing abroad. And it's not like I was playing in like Iron Apro or nothing, where there's bare UK people. I'm playing in Germany, bro. I'm playing in Germany, like I have to play a bit different now.
You don't even know if they're going to feel what you're doing.
This is what I'm saying, like, more time they can probably speak a bit of English, but not much in it. Or they'll probably just know like the very commercial tunes, you get what I'm saying? So I had to kind of switch my style of playing as well. And that just made me think, okay, I'm going to need to just go on the mic and at least introduce myself or just say something, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first time. I'm going to put another picture on the screen right now. So that was the first time. And then that same year, Missed on a tour in it. So that was, I think, where it really like went mad though. Yeah. Because Missed on a tour, and there's a whole story behind this.
Get into it. Let's go.
Let's go, man. So so back to back on a tour. In front of, let's say, 2,500 people, bare people, O2 institutes, academies, etc. all over. And it was in the Birmingham show. I think it was at the O2 Institute. And I was there, Mystery J was there, and J Mac, I remember us three playing. And I think Mystery J was playing at this point. And I was kind of just like, behind the scenes, I've already finished my set now. And J Mac was on the stage hosting in it. He's been doing like the mic thing and hosting and that, because he comes from like almost that scene where it's like the yard scene and they just do the mic thing. Heavy, that's where it kind of comes from anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like them sound kind of places. So anyway, he's doing the hosting and that. He's on stage jumping around and I'm recording him and that. I'm gassed for him. But then I'm looking and I can see a mic on the table. I can see there's a mic there in it. So I'm thinking, yo, I want to get, because bear in mind, I was already kind of using the mic, but behind the decks. I'd never really stood in front on the stage and been hosting like that because it's a bit different. So then I'm looking, thinking, yo, I want to grab the mic, you know, and just do my thing, you get me? But I was bare nervous, like I was shook, you get me? Like, so I'm just recording my boy and that, thinking, okay, cool, I'm just going to record him. And when I left now, got home and that, and then I just felt a bit down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, why did I do it, bro? Like, man's in Brum. Like, you know, it would have been a great opportunity for more people to know about me, and for people that know me to see me in action in it. And, you know, I'm looking at his story and bare people are atting him and I'm thinking, that could have been me, fam. Like, or at least me and him, you get what I'm saying? So I was just beating myself up, bro. Like, went sleep, or tried to go sleep, should I say. Woke up in the morning, I was tired, fam. I must not have slept well in it. Again, woke up. I wouldn't want to use the word depressed, because that's a bit of a deep word, but I was very
down.
I was very down, though, if
yeah.
you get what I'm saying. Like, I just felt shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting on these times I was working at Land Rover and that, putting on my work clothes, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, man, I can't believe I didn't take that opportunity yesterday. And then something just, I don't know what it was, bro. I didn't even leave my house, bro. Something just kicked in and says, I can't go down like this, you know. I can't be in work and feel like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to kind of redeem myself in a sense. So I remember I phoned up my supervisor. This was just before I was about to leave out. Phoned up my supervisor. I said, yo, they phoned me to go to London, you know. And they was cool anyway, because they knew I was DJing and doing the tour with Mist and whatnot. So I said, yeah, do your thing. These times, they didn't even phone me to go to London, you get me? But I just forced myself to go there, innit? Shout out to J Mac, because them times he was Lotto Boys' DJ. Lotto Boys was supporting Mist, innit? So he was going. So I phoned J Mac. I said, yo, fam, like, I'm coming with you, you know, fam. So then I flew to his. We went to London. Bare traffic in London, as you know. And when we got there, Lotto Boys had like 10 minutes to perform, innit? So straight away, J Max obviously on the decks and that, you get me? And I thought, okay, this is where I need to like host now, innit? At least hype up the crowd a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I thought, okay, I said, safe, like, I've not went into work. I've forced myself to be here. Now is the time, and I forced it. So I got there, straight on the stage, picked up the mic and that, and I'm hosting and I'm talking. I can't remember what I was even saying, but I know that I must have looked awkward, and I know I sounded awkward in it, because I felt awkward. You know what it was there, like, but I had to force myself to do it. And I feel like London as well, it's that type of place where they can be a bit like critical of
100%.
You know what I'm saying? They can look
especially
at like,
the Birmingham accent as well.
Who's this geezer from Birmingham? He's not doing the job properly.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it was there. But after that though, I felt so much better though, because I had done it, you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
started, bro.
Because I forced myself to do it. And then after I was thinking, it's not even that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like the fear of doing it was worse than actually doing it.
It always is.
Always is, bro.
Always is. The start of doing anything is just starting, and then you learn in the process. Because how are you ever going to learn how to do something great if you don't do it?
Exactly that, bro. And it's mad because that kind of, my boy's got like a saying in it. His name's Cordell Jeffers. I don't know if you know Cordell, but he's got a saying where it says, feel fear and do it anyway, basically. So like, that just kind of confirmed it to me, innit? Like, because if you do it, bro, more time it's not going to be that bad. So anyway, done it. And then, felt a lot better. And then, like, you know, days after that or whatever, bear in mind, we're still doing the tour now, you know what I'm saying? Like, the tour's still happening. Days after that, I was just in my car, just kind of practicing almost. The next show that man done, like, man was just 10 times better. Like, man's on the stage, man jumping off the stage and that, man's, like, man was just leveled up, fam. Like, I don't know what it was. And then they did the next tour in 2017. And again, man was just leveled up. I was ready for anything, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I started taking it to the clubs now. And as you said, like, them times there, I don't really think many people or many DJs in Brum like that was using the mic. You've got like the OGs and the legends in the scene that, yes, they did. But in our kind of generation, there wasn't really anybody that I know of anyway. So yeah, man just started using the mic as part of man's set, and then now it's kind of a thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I remember the first time, but it probably weren't the first one, one of the times that we DJed together in Bamboo, you'd pick the mic up and you'd change the energy of the whole club. And I thought, that is sick. Mad, it's not for me, but that's sick. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, it wasn't for me then, I don't know, like, but it wasn't for me back then. But you change the energy of the whole club, and I think a lot of that comes down to your energy as a person. Like, energy reflects. Yeah. So you're always bubbly and active, and you're just that guy, and it shows on the microphone, which is also why you're perfect for One Extra. But how hard is it to stay that bubbly all the time?
Yeah, I would probably say it's quite hard, to be fair. Definitely.
Everyone has a day where they can't be bothered.
I feel like there's times where I've been DJing and, I don't know, maybe I'm just not really in the mood, too tough.
Tired?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm tired, or my energy is just not really up as well it would normally be. And I'm thinking, now I have to host my own set. So there's been times where I'm thinking, it would be nice for me to have a host. So I can just focus on mixing and playing good tunes rather than having to bring out that energy. But so it can be difficult still. It It can definitely be difficult. And obviously now with me being on One Extra, so that's another thing where I have to make sure my energy is good. You know what I'm saying? I can't go on there like sounding dead out and sounding, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, of course.
But yeah, I think
5 days a week.
5 days a week, bro. But
Let's plug that straight away.
5 days a week, man, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m, man. BBC Radio 1 Extra, I'm there. But I think now I've mastered like almost having that like that mic voice in it, because that's what you do have to have. That's why a lot of people don't use the mic, because they don't want to go on there and speak how they normally speak in it. You have to project your voice in a different way. If I'm going on a mic, I wouldn't be talking like how I'm talking to you now, and it's obviously projecting differently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, with the One Extra show, like I've kind of learned that how to project my voice, even if I'm having a day where I'm not feeling the best. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
I want to get into when you left Land Rover.
Yeah.
Because for those that don't know, we left at a very similar time. It was me, you, and Shaq 5. Shout out Shaq. And I think it was within 1 or 2 weeks, all three of us left to just do our own thing. I went to Ironappa. Where did you go from Land Rover when you left?
I think the same place, Ironappa, bro.
Yeah.
Literally. I feel like
and I think Shaq did too.
It was around that time, innit? I left in 2017. So yeah, man, that was just the place to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
Summertime, because it was summertime,
yeah,
innit?
Yeah.
I left like June, I think. I think it was the 30th of June I'd left. But yeah, I mean, Land Rover was a great job, bro.
It is a great job.
Sometimes I just be sat there, you know, just thinking like, yo, man used to just drive around with the tugs and that.
No
and
stress.
Even with
no
my
worries.
CDs that I used to make and that, or still make now, like I used to shut off the CDs in work and that. Like, man would just relax, bro. Like, it was calm. The pay was good. But I remember when obviously I said that I was going to leave, and I was telling a few people that I knew and that. And then I was like, are you sure you're going to leave, mate? Like, it's good money and that. And I'm like, so I don't know. Like I get it.
It puts doubt in your mind.
Like, it's good money, but it's not what I want to do, innit? Like, I'm just looking at, and these times I was reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, I was reading at the time. So that just put things into perspective even more, because I'm reading it, and it's, you know, kind of just basically giving you the steps of like, or even just talking about like basically working smart and not hard in the sense of that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking around and I'm thinking, do I want to be one of these geezers that's like 60-year-olds and that, like still working in here and just breaking my back, fam, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with having a job and whatnot, but at them ages, bro, I want to be comfy, fam. So I need to just chase whatever gift or what I've got going on now, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Land Rover was a mad thing still. How did you find it?
Draining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like prison to me.
Oh yeah, I remember. You was in a different section than me.
Yeah, I was driving forklift, bro. But it's mad that you say that book, you know, because before I left, not immediately before I left, but leading up to me leaving Land Rover, I was listening to that same book in my headphones while I was driving my truck. Back then, we used to drive the trucks around and have the headphone in the sleeve, and just lean on the thing.
Them ones there. Yeah.
And I just listened to that book. I listened to that book over a period of time, and that really kickstarted me. I was thinking the same thing as you, bro. Like, do I want to be here forever, doing this forever?
Exactly
when I've got so many ideas, and I'm not really a hyperactive person, but my brain is. I've always got ideas going on, and I want to do this and do that. And we're sneaking out of work on night shifts to go and DJ in indie bar, and you know what I mean. Like this was normal.
We used to have these conversations.
Paying someone 30 quid to cover my job for 3 hours, so I could go to indie bar and DJ. Do you know what I mean?
Mad.
And just making sure the supervisor's nice and
man.
So
we did used to have these conversations around the time when we was kind of leaving as well.
Yeah.
I remember, but I think it's mad because it's mad how life works in it. But again, I'm just gonna relate it back to God's plan for me personally. Like,
I think it's already written.
I believe so, yeah. In the sense of like, I don't know, I do feel like some things have to happen for you to get to the next stage. Like, for example, like the only reason why I left, or what kind of pushed me to leave, was because it was changing to the rotation shifting in it. Like, I weren't with that, fam, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would have mashed up my sleeping pattern.
It's
and
no
mash up.
good, you know.
Yeah, man. Like,
no good.
These times
was
I saw
you
like,
there in that time? Yeah.
Bro, it was long, man. I just thought I was comfy with like doing the afternoons. Some people think,
you loved the afternoon shift. I remember.
I probably would have. I would have preferred mornings still,
Yeah.
but I weren't gonna complain in it. Like, man was getting paid good money at the time.
Yeah.
You know, the age that man was. Bear in mind, I went from JD. You know, I was getting paid £3.64 at JD. Fam, it went up to like £4.25. Then I went to Land Rover, that was like £13. So I'm like, yo,
it's life changing. Bread, at that time, it's life changing.
Yeah, I was young, bro. I was probably like 19, 20, them ages. But yeah, obviously with the rotation shift thing, like that was just a sign for me personally that kind of just said, yo, now it's the time to like make that jump in it. And
because you're gonna get stuck.
gonna get stuck, bro. And you know, there's a lot of student events, and you know, the clubbing scene, such to say, was kind of like, it was a lot different back then. It was a bit more active. There was loads of things happening, so I wouldn't have been able to play at events and whatnot. So it's kind of jeopardizing my thing. So that was the reason why I left. And yeah, obviously before man left, I kind of had a bit of a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the job was so easy, I used to work like 20 minutes and I could chill for 20 minutes, you get me? More time you probably see me just chilling out, bro. I'll probably be on my phone.
I was on the same stuff.
I was reading and that. That's when I was reading the book, fam. I had my notebook and I was writing things down in my notebook, and people are coming up to me saying, "DayDay, like, what are you doing?" And that, and I'm saying, I'm actually planning my way out of here, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rather planning my way
Planning
out,
the
bro.
escape.
Yeah, because obviously they told you in advance, innit? Like, yo, this rotation thing's coming in place in 3 months. So I'm like, okay, now I need to get to work now. What am I going to do when I leave here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was doing all that. And I remember I handed in my notice, thinking that it was going to be a 4 weeks notice thing, in it. Like, I hand it in now and then 4 weeks I'm going to leave. So I timed it perfect. I thought, yeah, man, then straight away I can go to Iron Apple and do my thing. And then like the week after, come up to me and says, yeah, like here's like a resignation letter, just sign it. So I've looked at the letter, and the letter says that your last day is tomorrow. But bear in mind, I handed in my notice the week before, and so I'm thinking, huh? Like, I thought it was meant to be 4 weeks, get me? That's what the supervisor told me. So then I went up to the office and I says, what's the situation here? Because I handed it in last week. I assumed it would have been 4 weeks, but it says that I'm leaving tomorrow. They said, yeah, because you've been here for X amount of years, like, you only need to give 1 week notice. So I was thinking, shit, like, that was just a moment where my eyes open up and I'm like, rah, like, I'm leaving tomorrow, bro. Like, you know the ones, but I didn't feel scared though, because again, I think because I was planning though, I kind of felt ready, if anything, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't do that, I probably would have been shitting it a bit, thinking, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, next day, man, brought in the cakes and that, and it was mad. I walked out the building.
That's a
and
normal thing in
I was
there,
looking
innit?
up and I'm just like, yo, I'm out here in the world now.
Exactly, bro. It's like prison.
Mad. It's crazy.
When you
fam.
walk out of there, you just feel free, and you're like, there is a bit of. I was a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit scared. I was leaving there thinking, where's the next pound coming from?
Yeah.
I don't. Obviously, you got your sets and that coming in now and again, but it wasn't kind of matching that money at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
And I went to Iron Apple. I'm thinking, I got X amount in the bank. I've gone to Iron Apple. If this don't work,
Yeah.
what am I doing? What am I?
for sure.
And I can't fail now. That's another thing as well.
Yeah,
You know
that
in your
mindset.
head you can't fail now. So yeah, that was a mad time. Let's talk about events.
Yeah, man. let's
Your
do it.
events are popping off now. It's nearly DayDay's 30th.
It's nearly, bro. 30
nearly
years a
DayDay's
day. It's
30th.
coming up, man. Trust me.
But let's talk about the first time you've done events and getting into the whole, because that's a whole different business to DJing.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, first time I done an event was my 21st birthday, which is mad. So that would have been 9 years ago, coming this next week. Yeah, how did I get into it? So again, I think 21st birthday is a big birthday, innit?
Yeah.
I remember me and my brethrens, Jay, Butch and Ez, we was just talking about, we was linked up somewhere and we were just talking about wanting to do an event. I said, yo, let's do something for my birthday, innit? And then my cousin, she was part of Good Nights Out, which I'm sure you probably heard of as well. So she was already in the event scene, innit? So I spoke to her. I said, like, cuz, can we have like a bit of a meeting or something where you can give us some advice on how to do it and stuff? And then yeah, I had a meeting, literally met up at Starbucks at the Fort, fam, you know what I'm saying? Me, my two brethren and my cousin. She was basically saying, yeah, like, you know, I can kind of help you with it, basically. Like, I can help you with the logistics. So, you know, all you like would have to do is just promote the event, innit, and turn up. DayDay, obviously, you'd have to DJ or whatever. And that was about it. So my cousin, she was on the door, or she booked somebody to do the door and take the money and how to set up the ticket links and all that type of stuff. We all had like a split percentage as well. And yeah, that's kind of how the event thing started. That was called Hidden. Remember the Hidden events?
Yes. Is it like you had like the eye was like a different shape, wasn't it, in the logo?
Yeah, we normally had like a woman on the flyer. Yeah.
That was
I know, yeah, but
standard
you know
back
about the
then.
logo, yeah. Yeah, Hidden was a mad thing, because bear in mind, I'd done that.
You had that for a while, didn't you?
Had it for yeah, a good couple of years though. Probably
I
like,
remember them events
actually
in Bamboo.
not even that long, you know. It's raw 2 years, bro. But I done so many events though within that time, because that stopped in 2017, I think. Was it 2017? Yeah, I think it was around that time, because I remember booking D Block Europe. I actually believe, and I don't know if this is true, but I'll put it out there. I feel like I may have given D Block Europe their first performance in Brum, but I don't know. But around that time, they only had Trap House and large amounts.
Man, they were going
And bro,
off.
when I booked them,
You booked them at Bamboo, innit?
yeah,
I remember it.
mad thing. this is why I feel like though people, I don't think nobody really booked them in Brum like that because. Yeah, bro, like it was just, I couldn't believe it, fam. The amount of people that was coming, people was coming from London, people coming from Leicester, this place, all over the place. Like, we had to turn away loads of people. So the event was sick, but because there was so many different people there, like normally with my events, it would be people that I know or friends of friends or people that just know what I'm like. I'm a person who gives off good energy and good vibes, you get it? Like, but because there was so many different randomers there was a bit of trouble and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I kind of had to just get rid of the hidden thing. And even at previous events as well, there was trouble in that. So I thought, nah, get rid of that, fam.
It's going to happen in nightlife, isn't it? It just is what it is. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's, you know what I mean? But imagine let's not talk about it, but the price of the block Europe that you paid then to what they're going to charge now.
Yeah, wouldn't even disclose that, you know, the ones there.
No.
I can imagine it would be.
You only know the difference.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy. One extra. Let's get into it because like we said at the start of the podcast, I remember the conversation going back. Who would do it if it wasn't going to be you? You've got the mic work, you've got the energy, you're a good DJ, you're a selector, you've got everything going on. So before you went into One Extra, you went on to WM. Right, let's go through the journey of that.
Yeah, so the journey of that, so I'll probably start from 2021. This is when I first connected with the head of One Extra. He's called Farron. Actually, no, wait, I've connected with another guy. His name's Mark. He's actually the head. He was the head of One Extra before that. So, you know, just you network with people on Instagram and stuff. So I'm trying to be seen in it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to follow them and probably respond to like a story just so they can see like, yo, look at what I'm doing over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that Mark left and then Farron became the head of One Extra. He's from Brum as well. So again, I thought, yo, it's from Birmingham as well, like might give me a bit of an advantage. So so I was continue doing my thing, you know, connecting with him online and stuff. And then I think there was an opportunity that arose on BBC WM, which was to do the BBC Introducing show. So if you want your music played on One Extra, you have to go through Introducing in it. So there was a West Midlands, like a local radio station one. So
artists that are watching this, pay attention.
Pay attention, basically.
Everyone wants to just fire your music, don't they? But that's not how it works.
I don't even have the power to even do that, you know what I'm saying? Everything's all done from the people above me.
Yeah.
So you have to put your music through BBC Introducing. It's like an uploader, basically. Anyway, so there's a BBC Introducing show. So Farron basically sorted me out like an interview with a woman called Kelly and had the interview. It's through Zoom. I had some questions as well for them, and any interview that I've done, like, you know, at the end, I say, oh, you got any questions? I like to ask them questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know what I'm potentially signing up for.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's talking and telling me about what the role would entail and stuff. And I'm saying, yeah, it sounds good. So then when I've asked my questions, I said, like, what kind of music would be on the show? He said, could be everything, like, you know, rock and alternative and indie and hip hop and whatever. And I kind of I wouldn't say I turn it down, but I kind of me knowing that I've already got a brand now, you know what I'm saying? Like, people expect...
You got to protect that.
People know, like, what I play and what my brand is, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to promote something and say, yo, listen to my show, I can't have you listening and it's rock music because I don't play rock, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really me in it. Like, so I kind of had to say, like, everything sounds good, but the music, for me personally, I don't know how it's going to work with my brand in it. Stuff like that. Anyway, conversation kind of finished. Came back and I didn't get the role for that show. Phil got it instead. Phil Johnson, T1. So that was how he got in there. But yeah, anyway, I didn't get the role. But then the guys at BBC WM, they says, we still want to keep you around, or, you know, have you a part of BBC and have you doing something in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to just, you know, let you go. So I was like, cool. So then for the next probably 3 months, I didn't even really need to even go in there. Like, I had a pass and everything, and I was going in there some days, but I'd just be sitting around doing that, and like, I felt a bit useless. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't have nothing for me to do in it. You get what I'm saying? So I was thinking, like, okay, I'm just not gonna go in there in it. I'll just wait for them to shout me and whatever. Then they shouted me and says, okay, can you make some mixes? Every Saturday we're gonna have your mix playing from, I think it was from 10 to 10:30 or something like that. So I had to make a half an hour mix. I've done that for about 6 months, and then
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So that's real, man. I had to put into work, fam.
Yeah, serious work.
But again, I'll just go on with the flow in it. Just going with the flow, and then anyway, so doing that, And then they says, oh yeah, we can offer you a show. It's gonna be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I believe. Yeah, 6 to 8 on a Saturday. But I was pre-recording the show. So I'd done that for about 6 months as well. But I already knew that they basically, there was going to be a time when like local radio station was going to change it, which is what's kind of happening at the moment. So rather than it being just local, like every city kind of having their station, it's like one place is going to do all the stations. So it's going to be like regional basically.
Yeah.
So I knew that the show that I was doing, it was going to come to an end around this time, innit? So anyway, I continued doing it. And at the beginning, I'm not going to lie, the first show that I done, I left feeling a bit disheartened, but I think it was because of the music again. Now, bear in mind, I'm a music man, you know, that's what fuels me, you get what I'm saying? So when I'm on there and I'm doing the show and then I've finished and stuff and I'm thinking like, it's like kind of pop music and like indie and just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing that, there might be one or two tunes that are actually decent, but the majority of it I didn't really like that much. And I kind of had to check myself. I kind of thought, okay, it may not be your music, but you'd never really done radio before. It's a way for you to get experience, for you to learn, for you to grow. You what's it called? You know, you add in another bow to arrow, whatever to say.
Another skill.
Another skill, yeah. So then I started kind of changing my mindset and I started enjoying it more. And then obviously that came to an end. No, actually, let me go back. This story's over. So yeah, so obviously that was coming to an end in October. So I think around September, this is when Farron from One Extra shouted me and says, yo, yeah, there's a slot that's become available. Like, would you be interested Monday to Friday, etc., etc.? And at first I was thinking, yo, Monday to Friday. Like, bear in mind, I've been out, self-employed for time. So one, I'm thinking like, right, this is a full-time job. Two, I'm like, yo, man, I'm new to radio. Like, can I even do that? Like,
That's
you know,
that's the deep end.
you kind of doubting yourself. I'm doubting myself almost, thinking, getting imposter syndrome almost. And yeah, I'm free. I'm thinking like, I don't know, in my head when I thought of One Extra, I was thinking like, I could imagine me doing like a Friday night party set, like getting you ready before you go out or whatever, DJing on the decks. But then at the same time, I kind of had to think, yo, this is an opportunity and I don't want to miss this opportunity just because of my idealism of it. So obviously I agreed to it. Then, yeah, I finished WM. And as I finished that one, that's when the other one got announced. So it was mad, bro. It was so smooth. It's smooth.
Do you reckon they had that planned?
You think WM?
Just within the BBC, a team somewhere had that planned?
I don't know, you know. I don't think...
for you to leave that at that time and go to One Extra?
I don't think they had it planned, bro.
No.
Again, it's God's plan, fam.
Yeah.
It's God's plan.
Yeah.
Some things, I actually can't explain, if you get what I'm saying. Like, with that now, personally, I feel like God was saying to me, yo, you have to do this WM thing, whether you like it or not, fam, because I got something lined up for you, but I need you to do this first.
You
get what I'm saying? Like,
you got to get the experience.
Yeah, bro, like I had to do that first, because even when I was doing WM, I wasn't even thinking about One Extra like that. I'm just thinking, let me learn a new skill and let me just see where it goes, innit? Let me see where I can take it, kind of thing. And then obviously the One Extra thing landed and this is mad, fam. So yeah, man, we're here now.
First day on One Extra, talk to me.
First day, I want to start from the morning. So I got like a little group that I'm in. It's called Mango Mastermind. You might see some of the man them, Mexi, Cordell, all the man them, Ash, Lee. Sometimes you'll see them commenting like a Mango one man's page. Some people probably thinking,
I'll look out for that now.
Yeah, some people probably thinking like, what's this Mango thing? We have like a little mastermind group in it where we check in like every 2 weeks, and we all have different expertise and different things, and we just kind of share our wins, because there's certain things that you can't really share with people. Say if you make an X amount of money or you got this opportunity or whatever, like you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable.
You got to keep it within your circle to understand what's going on.
So we're all kind of winning our own right. So anyway, in January we was doing like a 5 a.m. challenge in it. So we was waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I remember seeing that on your Instagram.
And we just active, bro. Just wake up at 5. You got to be at your yard by 5:30. You got to be walking around the block or whatever. Go for a quick walk. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out, get some air, and then go to the gym. There's different things that we had set in it. So 5 things. So it was like waking up at 5, walking, working out, reading, and doing some kind of meditation or prayer or something. So obviously first day of One Extra, I was doing the 5 a.m. thing. So I was waking up that time. Bear in mind, my show starts at 10. You know what I'm saying? So I was up from early, went to the gym. Bear in mind, my phone's going off these times, bro. People are just messaging me, yo, good luck. I'm going to be tuned in. Even my cousin, loads of my family was messaging me as well, but I had a message from my cousin. He's my mum's cousin, actually, so my second cousin. And he basically says, "Oh, like, you know, you're gonna smash it, and you know, your granddad's gonna have his headphones on up in heaven and all this type of stuff." Now, I hold my granddad close to my heart. You get me? Because he passed when I was like 12, and that was like the first time I ever experienced like somebody dying in my family, someone close in it. So that one day, bro, I remember I was on a treadmill, fam, and I read that message, but I started to kind of bawl, you know. I wasn't like bawling, but like tears were coming to my eyes, but it just made me feel, I felt like ready though. Like, you know, when you're on a treadmill and you're running, like I was like, yo, I'm gonna body this shit. Like, that's how I'm running. I'm thinking, yo, the adrenaline was just mad, bro. That's the only way I can explain it, fam. The adrenaline was mad. So when I got there, I wasn't even nervous, fam. I was just thinking, yo, let's get this mic on, bro. Let's get it cracking in it. So yeah, energy was up, bro. There's a video that's on my Instagram as well, which shows the first ever link. They call it a link in it when you put up on the mic and you start talking. First ever one that I done. Yeah, so it's mad, bro. First day was crazy. The amount of texts that was coming through the console on my side, like there was so many, it was quite overwhelming to the point where I had to say to my producers after that, I had to say, yo, like, for tomorrow's show, don't give me all the texts. Just give me like 5 at a time, because I'm trying to
the relevant one. Someone's got to filter through them for you.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I suppose all of them can be relevant, but like I can't. It's too much, bro. Like if it's an overload, I was getting overloaded. There was probably about 50 messages, and then there's more coming in. I'm trying to read, and
that's a job in itself.
Job in itself, bro, is mad. So yeah, we've kind of worked out how we do that now. But yeah, first show was. It was mad, fam. Left feeling energetic. You know what I'm saying?
Top of the world.
Top of the world, fam. Gas.
It's one of your goals ticked off, really, isn't it? Because that's what you wanted to do. How are you finding it now? How far in are we?
It's gonna be 10 weeks on Monday. So technically, it would be 2 months, because obviously I don't know when this is going out, but today is the 23rd of March, and the show launched on the 22nd of January. So it would be 2 months, but it works out 10 weeks. So yeah, man, how I'm feeling it now? Yeah, I'm still enjoying it, bro. Still enjoying it. I feel like I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I can feel the growth, Asado, from the first show that I've done. Like now I'm just a lot more comfortable with my show as well. Like, of course, there's the music, but there's also the element of like having, like, I don't know, like topics or conversations, things that people can engage with, you know what I'm saying? So nowadays, like when I go in, I'm not stressing about it. Whereas before, I was like the nights before, and I'm trying to think, oh shit, what can I talk about tomorrow? Like I'm stressing in that. Like now, I just go into the studio. I might not even have nothing to talk about. Family, just go in there. Me and the producers end up talking, and we come up with something sick, and I just deliver it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm working under pressure a lot more better. Yeah, it's going well, bro.
Your natural energy is just gonna give you the ideas that you need anyway, bro. Because that's what you're about, and that's who you are. If you sit at a microphone, you can speak. You have that gift. So no matter where you are in the world or what your audience is, you're always going to be able to give off your energy and your persona, which is a gift of yours.
No, definitely, man. Yes, it's good, man. I'm glad to have that gift. There's some difficult things as well. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think it may be sometimes pronunciations. I low-key may have dyslexia, you know. Low-key, I haven't been diagnosed, but I low-key may. My sister has dyslexia. And it's funny because I remember the time, like this was years ago when she was in college. Now, my sister's 5 years older than me now, so this was time ago. But I remember my sister saying to my mum, oh, mum, I think I may be dyslexic, you know. My mum was like, don't be so ridiculous. Like, no, you're not. She'd done the test when she was in college and she was dyslexic, and then she got free map books and everything. So I remember saying to my mum, like, yo, like, I want to be dyslexic. Yeah, like, can I do the test? She's like, you ain't dyslexic. I still now ain't done no test, but I don't know, now that I'm doing one extra, bear in mind you have to read the text. I've got like, sometimes I have papers in front of me, like if we're promoting something or talking about something, sometimes I'll read things wrong, like very wrong, to the point where the listeners are messaging me saying, DayDay, you know you said this rather than this. And I'm like, rah, did I say that? Like, but
you're only human at the end of the day, bro. Human,
bro.
Yeah.
Man's brain's trying to figure out bare things. There's the music, there's the talking, there's the reading.
The microphone itself.
There's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I'm definitely getting comfortable, and I've been getting really good feedback as well. People saying, you know, even from the first show or the first week, people are like, yo, you sound like you've been on there for years, so you must be doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of have been on there for years. In your own head. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it.
Like you're a natural with a microphone, so I guess obviously the fundamentals and how it works is different, but you've already attained the skills that you need to go and do it. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly that.
You're going to sound a lot more natural than the next person because you're used to talking to a crowd of 1,000 people, 2,000 people. DayDay's 30th.
DayDay's 30th, man. 30 years of DayDay. It's going to be a big one. Again, I don't know
Run
when
me
this
through
is
the
out.
event. What's going on? Where is it?
So the event is at XOYO. It used to be called The Mill. They've rebranded now. Obviously, XOYO in London, they've took over the Brum one. They've added in sound systems, new lighting. So it looks similar, but it's very different. It's more the production side that's changed. But yeah, obviously I'm going to be DJing. We've got Deneo, he's performing live as well. So the reason why I got Deneo as well, I'm quite, when it comes to like booking artists and stuff, I like to book artists that are going to attract a wide demographic of people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, not just
I
one
don't want to
crowd.
just book a one artist that I know, like, yo, all the man them love my man. Like, let's get him on there. Because I don't want to be a man them in my dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of has to, I feel like Deneo, he's got, like, more time when you're playing a set, bro. Like, you're going to play a funky house tune, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he appeals to obviously different audiences, and I've seen him perform. Well, I haven't seen him perform live in my own eyes, but on videos, he's a sick performer as well. So that's another thing that I like. So yeah, looking forward to that. Mex is playing, Shaq 5, Double Impact, Lamar G, Denny Hoss, DJ Hacks. Yeah, bro, it's just gonna be a mad one, fam. It's a big celebration, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
That's a big lineup, bro.
Big.
You know, we was talking about Funky House earlier, but as soon as you hear Deneo sing his own name,
Oh yeah,
you already know what's going on.
Yeah, crazy.
You already know what's going on.
It's mad because he did a video on his Instagram the other day, and he was saying that, I can't remember the first tune he dropped. I think it was called Bounce. He dropped a tune called Bounce, and then he dropped, I think, African Warrior. I'm an African warrior. And then I think Party Hard was like one of the third or fourth songs in it. And he used to say to it, this is what he said in his video. He said, like, he's got like a, selection of people, a handful of people where he'll show his music to in it just to see what they think. And they was like, nah, man, like, this ain't it. Like, nah, this ain't the one. And he's just kind of took it up on himself and said, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. I think this is a banger, so I'm going to drop it. And that's his biggest tune to date, fam.
Yeah, legendary.
That tune's the reason why, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people know him because of that tune there. Even with the nail, like, he in the video he says he was just trying to fill the space in the song. He didn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
So it's mad, fam. Like, I rate him, bro. He's a sick musician, fam. He's a very sick musician and a great performer. So obviously got him as well, 29th of March. Get your tickets. Do my little plug.
Yeah, that's why I brought it back up just so you could plug it one more time. I want to ask a couple of quick fire questions.
Yeah,
there you go.
cool,
I might have dyslexia as well. Couple of quick fire questions. Favorite venue you've ever DJ'd at?
Oh man, you're gonna do that to me.
Yeah, you know what? You know it was coming.
Do you know there's too
It was
many?
smooth
though,
sailing
like,
till then, but I'm going to put you on the spot a bit
this
now.
is just so mad. You say it's gonna be quick fire, but it probably is not gonna be quick
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm gonna be
Do
honest.
your thing with it.
Favorite venue
All right,
I've ever
let me
DJ'd.
change the question.
Alright, so-
Your favorite experience
Ooh,
in a venue.
favorite experience in a venue. I'm probably gonna have to go with when I was doing the tours with Mist, fam. That time was mad. Yeah, times where I'm like, yo, put your lights up, put your phone lights up, and the whole building's lit up, fam. And I'm jumping around on the stage like a madman.
How many people were there?
Think about 3,000 that one. That was like Manchester. Manchester was lit. That was probably my favorite one, to be fair. Up north, I feel like there's just the water's a bit different around there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I know the answer to this. Favorite city to DJ in the UK?
Favorite city? Ooh.
I thought you'd have just straight said, bro.
There's so many though. Nah, favorite city to DJ in the UK.
You're gonna go back up north, innit?
I might do,
You just said the water's different
I
up there.
might do. Yeah, it is a bit different. Can I have two?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one of them's gonna be Leeds,
I need you to pick the favourite though. You can give two.
Okay. One of them's gonna be Leeds, and of course I'm gonna say Brum as well.
Go on and pick one.
But Brum will be my own events.
Yeah. That's where your heart is, isn't it? That's what's going on.
But Leeds is lit though, for sure.
I've never been to Leeds in my life, I don't think.
Bro, I've been playing at like smaller places, like almost like, I wouldn't say they're villages, but like towns, bro, like Huddersfield and that. It's a city, but it's quite small that I think.
Yeah, I've heard of.
Bro, when I played up there one time, fam, maddest, like I'm playing a tune, the whole place is going mad, fam. Again, like I said, up north. And we are up north to like Londoners and that as well, by the way. So we're also north.
That needs correcting though, because this is the Midlands.
So we're technically in the middle.
Yeah.
But I suppose they would say up north because we're north of them, innit?
We ever been to Leeds?
Not for DJ party reasons.
Okay, right. That's why I can't remember it then. What was the other question I wanted to ask you? What was the other question I wanted to ask? Your favourite music artist ever?
Ooh, favorite music artist ever. I'm gonna go with Biggie. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Biggie, fam. I think when I was young, I feel like that was almost there was hip hop around me, but that was like my kind of introduction into people.
I can see that because it's the vibe of it is
yeah,
party.
you know what I'm saying? I feel
and-
like that was my thing. I wasn't really on the Tupac vibe too much. It was all, I like him, but I don't know. I'm on the party vibes. You get what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Biggie still.
Here's one. Favourite genre of music?
Ooh, you're gonna be surprised by this. I
Go
bet
on.
you're probably gonna say dancehall, innit?
Nah,
I'm gonna say R&B.
I would have said R&B.
Gotta be R&B.
I would have
fam.
said R&B.
Every day.
I would have said R&B.
Yeah, definitely. It's just, I don't know, man. It's got a different feeling in it, and I feel like R&B now. Not that it kind of went anywhere, but it's getting appreciated as it should again. You know what I'm saying? Like in the clubs and that, man, are playing like Keisha Cole Love and that, which makes sense because it's a banger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's singing it.
Old school or new school?
Old school,
That
definitely.
was quick and easy.
Oh,
that, wasn't it?
100%, bro. I'm an old school head, fam.
Nostalgic.
Most of the new school shit, I don't even listen to new school stuff really like that.
Same.
Unless the only time I really listen to new school stuff is if I'm making a mix. Then I have to download new music.
You have to get into it.
But more
And probably
time-
for radio as well. You have to
Yeah,
listen to
yeah.
it. Chris Brown or Drake as the GOAT?
I'm gonna go Breezy still. Yeah, I'm gonna go Breezy. Breezy can do it all, man. Can sing, dance, can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you go to the concert?
I didn't go still. Nah,
Oh my God.
I didn't go.
Mad.
I'm a bit funny when it. Did you go?
Yeah.
I should have went still. Like, I'm weird though, man. When I see you got concerts and that, I don't know. I just don't activate and buy tickets. I just think, oh yeah, I'll just.
Yeah, I never done
just
it.
be
My
able to
missus
go,
got
like-
them as a present, and yeah, it was. I would. It's something I would never have done, even though I'd like to see
Yeah.
it.
And the
But
prices sometimes as
Oh,
well,
it's
man.
mad.
These days it's mad.
It was mad. I think 2 tickets was like $4.
This is what I'm saying. It's expensive, but when I see it on people's stories, I'm like, oh, I would have liked to experience that. But yeah, man. The last concert I went to was 50 Cent's one. Still, that was cold.
We went to that in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Cold, innit?
Yeah, because I don't smoke,
Mad.
right? So my friends are like, oh, let's go damn on a weekend. I'm saying,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
dead to me, bro. I don't really smoke. Like, you lot are all just going to be high and I'm just going to be chilling. And obviously, when in Rome, but it's not really my thing. And then my friend phoned me and he was like, shout out Courtney. And he was like, what if I told you there's 50 Cents performing in Damn at the same time we want to go? And I just looked at Connor and I was like,
Fuck it, I'm there.
yeah, let's go then. So that was sick. We went to Damn to the 50 Cent concert.
Cold, innit?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
sick.
too
I
much,
love the
but
fact that he had a live band there as well.
Did he have a live band when I was there? I don't think he did. Nah, bro, you got some
Really?
special experience, yeah.
You remember that?
He didn't have no live band when we was there. I don't think so, anyway. The Birmingham one at Resorts World.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
would have been. Would have been the arena.
To be fair, I think they may have had a live band, but I feel like it was like, it wasn't on the stage. I think it was like up top, so I probably didn't see it, to be fair.
So I suppose it depends on the venue, innit?
Yeah.
When we went to the Damn one, he came out on his own doing his thing.
Okay.
And obviously, because I'm a music man, I
can
could
hear.
tell that it was a live band, and I was thinking, yo, I hope they reveal that.
I don't think ours was, from what I can remember anyway. But the performance was just mad.
Yeah, crazy.
All the bangers that he had. Busta Rhymes as well come out and done his thing.
Swear?
Anyway, when they say we gotta go, we gotta go. Yeah, it's like going mad. That was sick.
One more question.
Yeah, man.
Favorite old school song ever?
Man loves these questions, you know. Ever, like, you know what I'm
Ever?
saying?
Like, no, what's that one song that your
old
favorite
school
old school song ever?
Ever.
Yeah. Because you said old school over new school, which is why I'm asking.
Yeah, did I say favorite old school song ever?
Because I feel like a song will show who you are, kind of.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely.
Now I put you on the spot more because you got to think
Nah,
about this.
there's a couple that I've got in my head still. I'm just trying to think of which one to go with. It's long. Can I pick 3?
Yeah, go on.
Alright, so I'm gonna go Soul for Real, Candy Rain, banger. I'm gonna go all the way back. There's a group called the Fatback Band. They've got a song called I Found Lovin'. Ooh, I found lovin'.
That is legendary.
Dun, dun, dun,
I love
dun.
that funk era, you know, from then.
Bro, tunes are mazza.
Like the Mac Band, you've got SOS Band.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I'll
think
cut you
all
up.
of that
One
came,
more.
and the other one is probably going to be another tune like that. To be honest, Roses Are Red. That's who sings that now?
You've heard me play that loads of times.
Who sings that again? I can't
Oh
remember.
my God. We're not ending this until oh nah.
Roses
I don't even
Are
want to
Red.
know.
Yeah, I can't remember. Banger, bro. Banger.
Violets are blue. Oh.
Can't remember the name. But big tune.
John Carroll.
Nah, it's not. Nah, it's definitely not. No.
We'll get to that. He's trying to figure it out.
Nah, I can't. You know, my brain's doing Tetris.
It's not the Fatback Band. It's I can't remember the name, bro.
Can someone Google it and give me the initial?
It's not Mac Band.
Mac
It
Band.
is Mac Band.
Mac Band.
Yeah. It is Mac Band.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting confused. There's Mac Band and there's the Fatback Band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how they roll
I
back
think
then.
it's yeah, man. Mac Band. Yeah, that's the one. Bangers, bro. And I think them songs, especially the old school ones, the funk kind of thing, that comes from like back in the day when my mum used to take me to like the family functions and all that, or friends parties, and that was the music that they used to love and still love now, and used to always call me like, come on the dance floor and that. I used to go on the dance floor and bust a two-step with her and that, you get me? So I think from then, I don't know, man, that just, you can't beat them kind of tunes there, fam. Like, mad, bro.
What are your plans for the future now? Because you've hit a lot of your targets. Obviously, the goal is for you to get bigger and bigger, but you've hit a lot of your targets. So what's your plans going forward now? What's your next plan?
Good question. Yeah, man, I think obviously I'm still fairly new to One Extra. I've only been there 10 weeks, so just want to continue growing the show. And kind of just being like, yeah, man, just being that guy, you know what I'm saying, from Brum, in terms of the guy that I could see myself almost be like a Charlie Slough in it, you know what I'm saying? Charlie Slough or Kenny All-Star or one of them big players in the scene. But yeah, just from Brum. I'd like to get into music production. Not even music production, more like executive producing, which I think I may have spoke to you about before.
You did.
So
we
there's conversations.
We bumped heads about production. But yeah, there is conversations to be had.
I feel like that all that is kind of, again, no, I'm not even putting pressure on it. I feel like it's just gonna come and I'm allowing it to come when it really, like, even with me having my show on One Extra, like, when there's artists that are uploading their music to BBC introducing, I'm gonna plug it again, and obviously it gets played on a show, I'm like, rah, this is a nice tune. So then I might just tag the person on my story. They then follow me, and then we get into conversation. So I'm already starting to get to know like good artists, because I would want to work with artists that aren't necessarily big. You know what I'm saying? Man, I've probably got access to artists that are already in the scene, but I'd rather.
There's more fun in building from the ground up.
Yeah, man. Work with people that I know are talented, that haven't necessarily got a big platform, but I could kind of help them with that as well. So yeah, that's going to be something that will be exciting. What else would I say? I think like maybe like getting into like property and investing and all that type of stuff, because at the moment I'm still living at home, so I definitely want to be moving out, but I want to invest in property. That's probably the next thing, because money's coming in, man. I have to start spending the money somehow. You get me?
It's no good sat in the bank.
Yeah, it's no good sat in the bank, bro. Another thing, probably like TV work. I want to do something to do with TV, whether it be documentaries or being a presenter on a show or something like that. I was
talking to, you know Courtney, don't you? Courtney Cardin.
Yeah.
I was talking with him the other day, and for some reason we was talking about you. It wasn't the other day, it was a couple of weeks back. But we were saying that we could see you going all the way with like the presenting thing, the TV presenting, like the MOBO Awards, them kind of things. I could see you doing
I'd
that.
like to do that, bro, definitely. And it's mad because, again, even all of this stuff, like I didn't realise that it kind of interlinks. Like, there's so many people that are on TV that are like TV presenters. I don't even know their names. I think there's a guy called Dermot Maliri or something like that. There's all of these TV presenters, bro, which are on radio though as well. So these are mainly on BBC Radio 2, which is actually the biggest in BBC. It's a lot of like talking though, and then a few like songs here and there. But I didn't realise that these people done radio. I only know them because of TV, innit? You know what I'm saying? Do you watch Traitors as well?
No.
Do you know about Traitors? Yeah, it's like a little game show basically that's on iPlayer and that. And there's a woman that presents that, and she's got a radio show. So I'm like, okay, like more time these people have started within radio, and then they've obviously, you know, gone into TV and stuff. So I could see that being my journey as well at some point, kind of getting into something like that. Because when I like way back in like school and college and that, man was mainly interested in like videos and that. I wanted to like record videos and. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, everything just kind of comes back around, man.
100%. Anything you want to finish up on, bro?
Not really, man. Just thanks for having me. You know what I'm saying? Again, don't know when this is out, but if it's out before my birthday, Friday the 29th of March. Get your tickets.
I can vouch. DayDay's events are lit. So
All right then.
If it does come out before that,
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
you get the tickets. But
For real,
if it
for
doesn't
real.
come out before that, I'll clip this and post it anyway.
Yeah, man. All
But
good.
yeah, bro. Congratulations on your success. Congratulations on reaching 1 Extra. That was a big goal of yours. I look forward to watching your journey continue to grow.
Appreciate it, bro.
And yeah, more greatness, more life.
Love my guy.
Thank you
Come
for
on,
your
man.
time, bro.
Anytime, man. Anytime.